So we're here with Yes Inferno, and we have Richard, who is going to be the spokesperson for the band. Can you introduce the band first?
Sure. Like she said, my name is Richard. This is Christian. He plays bass. This is Ernst. He plays the drums. And our newest addition would be Cisco. He's playing guitar also.
So what was the name of the song, the first song that you just played for us?
That one was called The Art of Our Mistakes.
And Yes Inferno, how did you come up with that name? There was an interesting story you were about to tell me about.
Yeah. Originally, when we started, we were actually a five-piece, and we were all going around with names, and none of us could, get on one that we really liked. And at one point, one of them suggested this Mark Twain book, the title of this Mark Twain book, and Letters from the Earth. And immediately I knew that we just didn't want that. I didn't want to be associated with Mark Twain. Not that I have anything against him, but I don't want people just thinking, okay, well, they're Mark Twain fans, which I'm not, because I've never read any of it. And so I wanted to find something that was fairly, I guess not so much ambiguous, but really had no meaning at all. I wanted something that just had zero meaning, and that way the music could in turn, speak for itself. So we ended up picking Yes Inferno. We had like 3 other names that we went with, and we all kind of took a census. And I know I was asking even total strangers, like when I'd meet at bars and friends like that, like, hey, what do you think of this name? Hey, what do you think of that name? And it almost always went to Yes Inferno. And so I realized it just had a good sound, especially for instrumental music. I think it works. So
you had other players, and you lost. I wouldn't say you lost, but for other reasons you had to, part with the keyboardist. Is it harder for you all to compensate? Was it hard for you to fill those elements in your music?
I think it really became natural. I think we just started to go back in the jam room and just play it out and see how it goes, a 3-piece, and it went really well. We ended up becoming more powerhouse and more louder. It became really well. I think we came really close because we knew what we had to do after losing a member, and we had to really just stick up our game and do it. And I think we all really did it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, I know me personally, I was scared out of my mind. He was such a talented musician, and I felt like I relied on him quite often just to kind of allow myself to express myself better live. I could stand back, I could let the 3 of them play, and I could do my own thing and enter back into the song. And so, with him leaving, it was pretty detrimental for me, but we definitely became more organic, and we definitely became tighter as a band. And we definitely are a million times better now that we have Cisco as an addition, because I think the direction we're going in now is exactly what we wanted from day one, but now we're able to do that.
So he is your new part of the band, and a new member, and your music, it's all instrumental. How does San Antonio go about, are they welcoming to this? Is the community welcoming? What's your response?
Okay. Well, I think it all depends on who we're playing with. We played with a couple bands that weren't really our type of music, and that's a really, really tricky thing to do, and if one, let's just say like a folk bluesy band goes on and then we go on, it's 2 completely different styles, and so the crowd may not be so responsive. But just the other day we played at Jack's with Pop Pistol, and a lot of those same fans are very responsive to our style of music. And so, the crowd loved it, the crowd was cheering, and it felt really, really good. And so we try to stick with the music that I think is going to be comparable to us.
So what do you think about shows that are mixed genre type shows?
I think they're fun. We did one at Studio 13 also, just completely different music, and it was really, really neat. And the crowd was prepared for that. The crowd pretty much knew. I mean, they saw the bill, they knew who was going to be there, and they still went. And so they knew that what music was going to be that night, and it was wonderful. It was a good night for us too. Yeah.
So what is the ultimate goal for Yes Inferno?
To rule the world.
That's all of our goal, but seriously.
Right now, we finished up our EP. It's actually getting mastered today, which is pretty coincidental.
And you are on a label.
Yes, we actually got signed to Texas's Funny Records. So that's really, really great for us too. And so, we have this EP coming out. I think we're going to do it and release it sometime in April. So that's really our first goal. And after that, definitely just a tour. And we're going to start entering our music into film and Sundance and stuff like that, because we have a couple of friends who direct.
Awesome. So what is the next song that you'll be performing for us?
I think we're going to do Space Cadet.
Okay. Space Cadet with Yes Inferno. We're going to continue jamming out with them, guys. I hope you like them.